Hey you guys, C here. Thank you so much for clicking to join me in today's video. Today is Saturday, January the 11th, and I am snowed in. So, unfortunately, I had the inability to go to the fabric store to get any fabric to work on any projects. And the fabric that I purchased many weeks ago finally shipped and is now at a complete standstill because of the winter weather storm that is sweeping across the southeast. I am such a lucky girl. So, because of which, I am now forced to resort to my batch cutting pile, which it's a good thing. I need to go ahead and take care of those works in progress anyway. So if you missed it, I actually shared a batch cutting video earlier in the fall, and I did get around to most of those projects. I think I just have a few left from the fall, in addition to the few that I had left from the summer that I didn't get around to before the season changed, before that cold came in. So I'm going to go ahead and revisit those projects. Unfortunately, due to the inability of going to the fabric store, that means it has to be a no-notion project. I am only forcing myself to create because it's just been a week. I just want to decompress and pour into myself, and I only have this moment to sew. So my husband is traveling for work tomorrow, so I will not be sewing. I'll be focused on the kids and getting us ready for the school week and the work week if they go back. But nonetheless, I'll be in the house. So I have just tonight to just relax and sew and have a good time. So it has to be a quick project, one that ideally I can finish tonight. It also has to be a no-notion project. I don't know if I'm going to have any luck because I did not check before I started filming. So that would really suck. So let's go ahead and visit this bucket and let's see what we got. Alright, so the first thing I have is McCall's 8003. I purchased this using a green floral. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I purchased this floral on clearance from Joann. If memory serves me correctly, I cut view A and dang it, it's cropped, and I'm almost certain I did not extend the length. Ah, flippity flap. Okay, so this pattern is rated as easy, and for view A, it does not require any notions. So this one might be the one to beat. The next thing I have is Simplicity at 9906. That is a vintage 60s pattern. And I used another floral. This is a cotton floral that I purchased on sale from Hobby Lobby. This was also a use of scrap in the shed. I might have purchased it ideally for this apron. I can't remember. It requires 1 1 1/8 button. I'm pretty sure I can find that in my very small button stash. Now, the reason I lost interest with this is because I was misled, or I just didn't pay attention. It says 2 main pattern pieces, and it's emphasis on the main because this pattern has several more pieces than just 2. And I should have known that by paying attention, looking at the pattern. I am certain I cut view 2, and in the picture she has pockets and a tie, plus those 2 main pattern pieces. That's 4 pieces at least. And then I get ready to start cutting this pattern, and it has facings. Facings on a pattern is just ridiculous to me. But this one might be another one to beat. Put this off to the side. Next, I think these 3 are what I had left from the summertime. So Simplicity 8513 to bodysuit. That bright yellow floral. They got a lot of florals. That's not going to work. And then this is McCall's 8149. This is a canary yellow faux leather. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It looks like butter. I've had this cut for quite some time as well. Look at that. Oh, stunning. Can't wait to work on that, but I will not be working on that tonight. And as a matter of fact, I have all the notions that I would need for this too. Leather needles, thread, zipper. I have a bulky seam jumper that I purchased for this. So I have all the pieces. Buttons. I have everything I need for this, but I want to work on something that I can wear now. So I'll continue to hold off on that one. And then the last pattern that I have that's left over from the summer. It's new look $66.97. It's a coordinate, and it is in this beautiful chambray, very thin fabric. So I'll be wearing a bodysuit under this, or Spanx or shorts or something up under this, because it is so thin. Didn't really give that much thought when I first bought it. I'm not going to work on this either because I can't wear it right now. It's too cold. So those three are a no, which means I'm left with this raggedy apron and this too short shirt. You know what? I don't like snow days. Both of these patterns are in my So Lucky jar for 2025. So at some point in time, it was my plan to go ahead and get all of those batch cutting pieces sewn and completed. So at some point in time, I'd end up having to sew one of these. I kind of want to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, figure out which one I want to do, because I don't want to do either one of them. But I'm so anxious to sew something, so, ugh. And I've already checked all of my fabric. There's no fabric. I don't have the right quantity or anything to work on any of the projects that I want to work on. I think that's the only negative of not having a very extensive fabric stash. But, so let's start working on this. Okay, I was wrong. I thought that I cut view A. I'm actually happy to realize that I didn't. I cut view C, the bodysuit. View C requires snap tape and elastic. I do have elastic. I keep that in bulk here in the she shed. But I don't have snap tape. I do have snaps, but I would prefer snap tape. I'm okay if I can get the entire project constructed minus the snap tape, and I can get that and install that when I can get to the fabric store and get it. I'm okay with that. I'm really happy about that. I also noticed that I have extended the length of the sleeves. So all in all, good. I'm really happy about that. So view C, it looks like this pattern is a little less than 25 steps to execute this. Looks pretty simple. With the front yoke, it reminds me of the dress that I worked on twice last year. It was the first make of the year for 2024 for me, and I also made it Thanksgiving. And that Thanksgiving dress I've worn 3 times since then, and I love it. I love that pattern. Definitely recommend that pattern to you guys. And so the yoke of this pattern reminds me of that, and it is so simple to use. Remember, this is an easy to sew pattern, so it should be great for beginners. Let's go ahead and test it out and see. I'll check in with you guys in just a bit. Alright peeps, let's check in. So right now I have my sleeves pinned up, my collar is pinned up, and the front and back are pinned at the shoulders and the sides. I mean, it's pretty straightforward at this point, as I expected. And I was right. The assembly for the yoke is nearly identical to that dress. I love that. I've been taking my time. I've actually been binging on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I restarted the series and just getting into a little bit of ratchet TV. Just chilling. It also slows me down to film, so I probably could have been very close to done at this point. But nonetheless, let's get back into this. I'm excited. Looking at it though, this 14 looks a little big. And every time I say a pattern looks a little big, I put it on and it fits perfectly. So maybe I shouldn't freak out as of yet. But it does look big. It looks long too. But it's probably going to fit perfectly. Alright, let's sew these sides up. So I'm doing my first try on, and as I expected, it fits perfectly. I'm really happy with the extra length that I added to the sleeves. Don't mind my sports bra, but everything is looking good. I haven't put the elastic in around the leg, but the seat and the crotch of the bodysuit is quite perfect. So I think this is going to be good. I love this print. I think this print is going to be great. With a pair of jeans, skirt, pair of slacks, I think I'm pretty good to go. I'm really happy with this. And it's been quite simple to construct. And I've really got it just as perfect as I want it. So really happy about that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the elastic around the leg. And I think that is my stopping point because I don't have the snaps. Let's see what we got here. This is where I'm at right here. I just put in the sleeves, and so now I'm skipping down to step 18, and so now is the elastic and the elastic along the leg. And yeah, that's it until I get to the snap tape. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and finish that up. It's still pretty early. It's not even 8 in the evening. I've taken a couple breaks because that's my nature, to take breaks, right? And I've been snacking on these peanuts. So let me go ahead and put that elastic on, and we'll check in just a bit. Welcome back. Do you see my pretty girl back here? Doesn't she look great? Now everything is completely done except the snaps, and so I've gone ahead and in one of my mini breaks I've gone ahead and ordered some snap tape for that. So I'm primed. That should be here in 2 days, weather permitting. But I am really pleased with this. It's still pretty early, so constructing this garment, taking a couple of breaks, as well as filming and readjusting the cameras and yada yada. I've only been going at this for 3 hours, so taking everything out and just sewing what was already batch cut, this definitely is probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So awesome for beginners. I cut a size 14 in a 4-way stretch from Joann. That beautiful floral fabric. It fits me very well. The seat is full. I thought about cutting it into a thong seat so that I wouldn't have a panty line showing, because of how thin that material is. Once I tried it on, I'm like, it's not really a make it or break it. Now the elastic that is turned in, that goes around the leg, it does create a line, a panty line, but once again, I'm not really too concerned about it. It's a very comfortable fit, and I attribute a lot of that to not only the fit, but also the fabric. I definitely recommend this for everyone. Whether you want a quick sew, whether you're looking for a pattern with little to no notions. View C only required snap tape, but view A and view B required no notions. That is awesome. I didn't have to make any modifications to this pattern except extending the length, so it fit my bust and my bum very, very well. I'm gonna get this washed up because I did get makeup all over it. And once my snap tape comes in, I'm gonna sew that up and model it for you guys so you can see it styled. I wasn't expecting this as one of my first makes of the year, but super glad that I got this batch cutted piece taken care of. Hopefully my fabric comes soon because I'm losing my patience, and then we can start working on our subscriber pick, on my plans. Eager to get started on that. I also have my Make 9 stuff, so I've got some due dates coming in, and I have no fabric to work on them because they're stuck in the middle of nowhere. But now, if you missed my batch cutting video from the fall, check it out here. See what pieces I've cut and maybe executed since then. And then if you want to catch up on my sewing goals for the year, things I'd like to tackle, make sure you watch this video. As always, I love you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.